Hello guys, and today we have here another very awesome deck profile. We have here Nekroz, and these guys are a big deck. They have been a big deck since they came out, but the question is, will they continue being a powerful deck, or are they going to be that deck, or they going to falter with all this new support coming out, with the red eyes, with all these new decks coming out? How will this deck respond? And so I've made this deck very much anti-back row, very much no back row. You don't get to belong there, to help fight against all the floodgates like Loser Turn, the Pendulums, and so a whole bunch of really nice cards that I put in just kind of to fight against that. And as far as Nekroz go, as far as the deck goes, it is still very powerful. I've beaten a variety of different decks. Trishula is still a Trishula. Your opponent goes -3. Ginning them can be really annoying, and so it's just really nice. So let me just go right in. 3 to Nekosaka. She just poops on your opponent's back row. That is just it. That's the only reason we're running her, to poop on our opponent's back row. If it's already face up, then it could be a problem because she doesn't negate. She just prevents activation of set cards. So that is it. We do run one trap, as you can tell, but I don't think it will be too much of a problem. 3 Senju, 3 Manjus. These guys will search out either our ritual monsters and or ritual spell cards. So just add consistency. And it's necessary for the Jin lock because you want to summon a Senju, summon out Senju, summon out Senju or Manju, summon out Unicorn, overlay the Lavelva chain, and then have a Colossalus, if I can speak, a Colossalus, ditch him for cycle, send a Jin with Lavelva chain, and then boom, you can then use cycle to summon out the Colossalus and banish the Jin. And Jin, this is the card that everybody hates. Your opponent cannot special summon. That's it. If it's used for a ritual summon, it's really great because it's just straight up no special summoning, and it can be just really good depending on what you put on. You put on a Trishula, it's just like, oh, you go -3 and then you can't respawn back to Trishula, you can't get over him. Colossalus is nice because if they have any monsters, extract monsters, you can reduce their attack. So yeah, I'll be getting all over to their effect, but Jin just makes the deck really good. 2 Shrit, he can be used as an entire tribute, and he is a level 3 warrior, so he can be switched by Rhoda. 2 Maxi, just for draw power, pretty much drawn to our hand traps. There are a variety of hand traps. In fact, they are right here. We have Decisive Armor, he will increase the attack by 1,000. Trishula, if it's targeted, he can be sent to graveyard to stop that. And Valkyries will end the battle phase if your opponent declares an attack. And then we have 2 Brio because, as you can tell, he is at 2. So yeah, he just adds a Nekroz monster from deck to hand. 3 Unicorn, negates the effects of extra deck monsters pretty much by himself. He creates an extra deck block because you can't 1-on-1 him. Dark Rebellion will attack over him, and the Crazy Pucks can attack over him, but he just can create an extra deck block that can be really annoying. 3 Colossalus. Some people don't like to play 3, but I feel he should be at least played at 2 or 3 because he's pretty much what you want to use for a Jin lock because he's really good at just protecting himself, and so it's just really nice. But after you get your first one and you get your first ritual spell card, you don't really need Colossalus. Drawing into him can be kind of dead because if you can get rid of your field, or if your opponent gets rid of your field, you can activate the ritual spell card's grave effect to add another ritual spell card. But nonetheless, we're running 3 of him. Again, if you want, you could put him down to 2. And then Galaxy Cyclone. This is a new card, but it is a really good card. It's pretty much an MST. You target a set card and destroy it, even if it's flipped face up, so it's great against the Floodgates, great against Loser Turn, Mistake, all those guys. And then you can banish it from a graveyard to pop a face up card. So you can pop a Pendulum, you can pop another already face up Floodgate, so if they flip it face up before you get a chance to activate it, that can be annoying. If they have all their traps face up, then you can't activate this and you can't get into the graveyard, so that can be annoying, but it is nonetheless really great. 3 Rhodas. Rhoda will search out our Colossalus and our Shrits. And then our ritual spell cards. This can let us use the graveyard as material, so that's nice. This can let us use the extra deck, but you can only send 1 monster, so we only have a couple of, it's the synchro monsters that we would be using. And so then we also have Cycle, which lets us ritual summon from grave. And then to top it off, we have 1 Jar of Avarice, because you can go through 5 cards really easily. They all search for something, and this can be really nice just to add them all back. And as you can tell, I am running 2 Diagusco Emeralds, so it is really nice. And so yes, as far as the main deck goes, it is, again, it's just Nekroz. You search, and then you summon out powerful stuff. The thing is though, is this deck is still very pricey. Valkyries is 55, Brio is 35, but it's gonna be dead at Worlds. Like the day of Worlds, it's gonna die, regardless of how well it does this format. Because either it wins World and gets smacked by the Banhammer, or it loses Worlds and it's not a good deck. Obviously, if Nekroz can't win Worlds and it loses to Red Eyes or to Sephra or to Pendulums or whatever, then there is a problem. So yes, this is going to be an interestingness. Either it wins or it loses. If it wins, it dies. If it loses, it dies. So I wouldn't buy Nekroz if you don't have them. I wouldn't, because it's just way too expensive and you're not going to get your return on them unless you already have your invite to Nationals, in which case then go ahead. Take Nekroz to Nationals and see how well they do. If you don't have your invite, don't do it. So now on to the extra deck. Quasar Dragon. The synchro monsters are all for Clydomir. You just use them to summon out stuff. Clydomir can summon out multiple monsters also. So if you have Unicorn and Valkyries in hand, you can send a Quasar to summon out both of them. And then we have 3 Herald of Arclight. If it's sent to graveyard, you can search for a ritual spell, ritual monster. So you have Clydomir, Unicorn, and then you send this guy and he will perform a search. And for XCs, you have Dark Rebellion XC Dragon, just to attack over stuff. Carnagoran, he can protect your monsters pretty much, prevent them from being targeted and the whatnot. And then removal, 101, Castel. Diamond Direwolf, he's actually really good because sometimes you need to be able to search for virtual spell cards. So being able to like make this guy and then destroy him and have no monsters is really nice, because then you can use the ritual spell cards effect. So Diamond Direwolf can be really nice. Sidon Knight, Lavelvo Chain, he is necessary for the Jin luck. He pretty much sends the Jin to grave. 2 Diagastro Emerald. This guy will target 3 monsters in graveyard and then shuffle them in and draw 1. So it's pretty much a Pot of Avarice. And so it's really, really nice. And if you can get off both effects, that means you can get a total of 6, and then you have another one, so a total of 12 cards back. Really great for cycling your Unicorns, cycling your Herald of Arclights, your Brios, your Trishula. You only have 1 Trishula. Your Valks. It's just great for cycling everything in your deck, pretty much, except for your spells and traps. Win-a-Base Treller, because you all have water monsters, so if you exit something that's using Unicorn, it will have 500 plus attack, and it's just good. It's just good. And then Cowboy, just to go for game. And that will be the deck. And yeah, it's pretty interesting, pretty decent. There are some Zephyra stuff, as you can tell over here. This guy's a ritual spell card, pretty much. And so there is some room to mess around. Fire and Ice Hand isn't going to be that bad in the deck, because again, back row's a thing. So you could play aggressively with Fire and Ice Hand, get rid of monsters, get rid of pendulums, get rid of whatever. So Fire and Ice Hand is something you could tech in. I just decided to go with the Nekroz and Galaxy Cyclone because it's the same amount of cards. It's 3 Fire Hand, 3 Ice Hand pretty much. So you could just, but she's just really good. It's just like, oh, my opponent has 4 back row, summon the Nekroz, watch them cry. And then Galaxy Cyclone just becomes a Night Beam pretty much. Like, I'm gonna pop everything. So that is it. We are not running Rejeki, probably should be put in, but I kind of forgot about it. So that is something else to think about. And it's still just a good deck. It's just a great deck. People try to do stuff and it's like, nope, Foul, nope, Trishula. It can just get really annoying. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for the replays that will be up tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile. From what you guys think of Nekroz, do you think they are going to be a good deck? Do you think they're going to continue to be played? Or do you think they're going to will lose to some of the newer decks that are coming out, like the Red Eyes? Like, I mean, this deck can activate a whole bunch of stuff in one turn. Will that mean they'll dive through the Red Eye rank 7? Or will we not? Because Unicorn still negates extra deck monsters. So, gotta tell me what you guys think. And, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.